Yo, 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 yo. You guys know the vibes. You know what it is. It's Talk Money Tuesday, and I'm Brendan Boyd. I'm waiting for my co host, Levi. He was having some technical difficulties, but we're about to tap him in right now.
Oh!
Let's
Can you hear
go.
me? Can you hear
Let's
me?
go. Let's go.
First of all, I would like to apologize to everybody that's going to see me in my car. Um, we're having some technical difficulties, as if you can see. So we're on this side. We are in the car doing the podcast because nothing's going to stop us from dropping these gems. Damn
Nothing.
it!
Nothing's going to stop you. Nothing.
With that being said, welcome to Talk Money Tuesdays. It's your boy, the OPB, the Opportunity Plug, and Billionaire B, Brandon Boy, and this is TMT.
Yo, your trouble is crazy right now.
My what?
Your trouble is crazy right now. It's cool. It's cool. I'm just saying. You're just cracking a little bit slightly.
I apologize. Sorry. It's the phone.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah. All right.
Hello, everyone. Welcome
Carry
to
on.
Talk Money Tuesdays. Welcome to Talk Money Tuesdays, where we provide all the gems possible to you and to yours. Let's start with our sponsors. First things first, I would like to talk about TMT Wealth Club, the wealth club to be a part of. If you've heard of the investment community, private money streams mastermind group, and you've heard of the winner's circle from Brendan Board, then you have heard of the Wealth Club. Because what we did is we took both of our communities and we've put them together to make a force. It's almost like the goddamn Avengers, the Avengers of the wealth, right? The Avengers of wealthy. So if that is what you're interested in, is becoming a Avenger wealthy person, join the TMT Wealth Club. How you do that is you go to tmtwealth.club and you click the subscribe button that's in there, and then boom, now you get into the PMSM group, and you also get into the winner circle, and you get all the goodness that comes within there. There's masterminds, there's accountability sessions, there's consultations, and so much more. On to our next sponsor, Paperloaf, the credit repair service to have connected to you. You're not working with a business. You're working with family. These are people that will take care of you. Make sure that you're going from 6 to 7 to 8. And if you're lower than that, if you're at 4, they'll jump you right up because they'll make sure they get all that stuff, all that crud that's under your credit, that's on your credit, that's beside your credit, that's inside of your credit away. They'll make it's gone. So make sure that you tap in with Paperloaf. Their Instagram is _paperloaf_. Their website, www.paperloaf.com. Join the credit repair service today. We have benefited greatly. Last but not least, I know you're thinking we're going to talk about the PMSM, but we're not. We're going to talk about Alluvione. Alluvione is our new sponsor to the Talk Money Tuesdays. Alluvione is a networking networking community. Oh my God, the networking community, a networking organization that builds and supports ambitious individuals of all ages. Top of the top, this summer, June 24th, we are having our annual mixer that you need to be at. Everybody comes from around the world, and I'm talking about Canada, England, Australia, Italy. I don't know if anything's gonna go on with Russia because things are happening right now, but definitely, of course, we damn near have everybody come from all 50 states, and they come directly to Los Angeles, LA, baby, to stand on the rooftop with the big steppers, investors, career heads, entrepreneurs, business owners, and just some of the best people that you've made around. There are some dope teachers that are investors that you would never know about. They're going to be at the Alluvione Mixer June 24th. And if that's something that you want to be a part of, if you want to dress up and come and show out, have great drinks, have great food, and meet great people, you make sure you get that. All you have to do is click the link that is in my bio. It might be in Brendan's bio. I'm not sure, but it's in my bio on Instagram at Levi Lawrence III, and it's right there. So make sure you tap in and get those things together. Now that we have that said that, it's time for us to get to it. Our guest that will be here later on is going to be a powerful guest. So right now you get myself, you get Billionaire B, and you get the gems that we can trickle down on you to make you to make you feel like you are winning. And so those feelings will become reality and you will become the best version of you.
So look, like Levi said, our guest, he's touted. And so what I mean by touted, that means a lot of people are asking for his time, right? We're talking about from his coaching group to one-on-ones, for people asking him to come into their groups, doing lives. This man is getting after it. His goal for this year, his goal for this month, the month of March, is $250,000. So he's getting after it. He is a touted business coach, and I asked him to share one lesson. The lesson I asked him to share today is about manufactured spending. So he's going to give you a full strategy on, first of all, what is manufactured spending? Second of all, how can you best benefit from it? And third of all, how do you get money from it? You know what I'm saying? And how do you get free stuff, right? So that's what today's episode is going to be all about. But before he jumps on, because he's going to be jumping on in about 20 minutes or so. So we're going to have a quick little 30-minute blitz with him. So make sure you get your questions ready. So before we jump on with him, we're going to do a little tap in with credit overall, why it's important, why if you're not in the sevens right now in 2022, why you have to make it a priority, and also why if you have a business, why you should be positioning your business for business credit right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to cover in the first 30 minutes. In the next 30 minutes, we got our guest coming through, and he's ready to rock your socks. Can I say rock your socks? Rock your socks. So Levi, talk about why credit is such an asset. What's 1, 2, or 3 things you could touch on in terms of like why credit is such an asset?
So credit is one of the kings, right? We got cash, we have credit, and there's property. So those personally to me are the three kings. And soon to be crypto is going to turn into that. You're going to have the 3 C's. You're going to have cash, credit, and crypto, and then property. That are going to be the 3 kings of this country. Credit, having a 700 or higher is going to be so important because in the future, you are going to have to not only understand how to move within your personal credit, but also within your business credit. You're going to have to be able to play the hands of both, right? And you're going to get tied up. So let's say you want a new car, right? And let's say your business credit is already tied up into other things. The higher your business credit, the lower that car may cost you, right? Let's say you're looking for a house. Let's say you're looking for a real estate investment. You want a duplex, a triplex, a fourplex. The better your credit is, the lower you're going to have to pay when it comes to putting that interest down. That's a fact. And because of that, you will also get a higher loan. Those loans are super crucial. And I mean in all counts, auto loans, home loans, personal loans. The better your credit is, the better you are equipped to receiving higher loans. Now, if you're using those higher loans towards creating an asset, that's the way to do it. So think about that. So if you're less than 7, it's okay. It's okay. Don't panic. But there are things that you can do right now to boost your credit, 20 points, 30 points, 40 points here or there, that can change that side and have your stuff and have that credit holding for at least 6 months so that the banks can see that. I'll stop from there.
So one of the things that I'm doing right now, there's a checklist that one of my business coaches put together that I want to identify because Ebony's asking how to establish business credit with less than a year in business. So I just want to go through some of these things with you guys. All right. So this is basically your business credit 101. You want to make sure you get these things in order, and then you can apply for the setup. Okay. So get everything together, you guys. Get your pen, get your pad. We're about to go through it. And just before I move on, what Levi said is very, very important, right? You want to definitely start leveraging the credit, position yourself to acquire it and start leveraging it. And one thing you want to do is break up with the debit card. But we can go into detail with that after I give you this little checklist. Okay, so number one, you want to make sure that your business entity is an LLC. Okay, now you can set that LLC up as an S corp. That's a tax designation, right? But you want to make sure your business is established. Now, if your business is not an LLC, that's fine. You can still get business credit. But generally, you want it to be an LLC, and for tax purposes, you want the designation to be an S corp. Number two, you want to make sure that you have an established EIN number. Okay, EIN numbers are free. Don't fall for the okie doke. If people are taxing you for EIN numbers, don't fall for it. However, I will say this. If you are paying somebody to put the whole package together, and that comes with an EIN, and that comes with your articles of incorporation, and it comes with your LLC, that's okay. But don't pay off the rip just for an EIN. If you want speed and you're like, yo, I just want to focus on my business. Hey, I'm going to pay you a couple $100. Can you set up my situation? You can pay for that. That's fine, right? But don't pay for the solo EIN. It's super free, all right? Number three, you want to make sure that you create a DUNS number, right? And for those that do not know what a DUNS number is, your DUNS number is used for more than just credit reporting. Maintaining strong business credit score is important, and a good use of your DUNS number. DUNS numbers are used by the government, credit agencies, businesses to track and approve customers and vendors. So basically, your DUNS number, hold on one second. I actually need to make an adjustment over here. Your DUNS number is just like your Social Security number or your EIN, but for business. Okay, that's basically going to be your credit reporting. That's where if you got like an 80, you're gonna be pretty solid. And just to give you guys a little bit more context, you want to go over to the Duns and Bradstreet website. So that's dnb.com, right? dnb.com. You'll get a Duns number you can apply. The fourth thing, you want to make sure that you have a business bank account. Don't be operating out of your personal. If you got business, don't be commingling funds. I've been there. Trust me. I used to commingle. I used to have, PayPal money coming in here, clothing company money going in here, my real estate money going in here. You don't want to commingle. So you want to have a separate business bank account for your business and operate with impunity in that business account only. Shout out to John. Shout out to Ari. We see y'all. All right. Number 5, you want to make sure you have a business address and a business phone number. And one of the good resources that we have is you can go to Opus Virtual Offices. That's OPUS Virtual Offices. And you can get yourself a virtual office, get a phone number, and get all of that jazz. Okay. Opus, OPUS Virtual Offices. All right. Get set up with that business address and that business phone number. Now, as we are moving on, number 6, have a business email. So a lot of us are still doing business at gmail.com. Brendan and Levi at talkmoneytuesday at gmail.com, or business and Levi at talkmoneytuesday at gmail.com. That's what I should have said. And you're taking transactions out of that way. So you're not a legit business without an official domain and without an official business email. So you want to make sure if you got a website, which you should have a website, you need to be official, which is probably number 7. Get a website, go to GoDaddy, go to Squarespace. You can even get a website for MailChimp nowadays. And you want yourbusiness.com. Name yourbusiness.com. Okay. Now, once you have that, you can now get a business email from the Google Suite or from Outlook. You'll have their actual mail setup, but it's going to go out to the end user like it's literally coming from you, right? So it's going to be yourbusiness.com. Now, as I get back on my phone, because I locked my screen, because that's the type of, that's what's going on right now. Just want to give a quick recap, and then we're going to go to business funding qualifications, and then I'll let Levi tap in right before we do that. So, number one, LLC, get a tax designation as an S corp if it makes sense for you, right? You don't want to operate as a blank LLC, because you operate as a blank LLC, you will get taxed at the highest tax implications. So as an S corp, you will not. It will protect you. Number two, EIN. You want to get an EIN number. It's free. You can pay for it if you're going to get the package and have somebody set up your whole situation. But if you're going to do it yourself, it's free. Number three, get a DUNS number, dnb.com. Okay. Number four, get a bank account, a business bank account. Do not commingle your funds. All right. Do not commingle your funds. Number five, business address and phone number. Go to Opus, OPUS, virtualoffices.com to do that. Number six, make sure you have a business email. Go to GoDaddy, Squarespace, even MailChimp. You can get domains now. Buy your business name domain or as close to it as possible. And then add the option to get the Gmail suite or the Outlook suite. And then you have your own emails coming out of your domain, right? And number seven, you want to make sure you have a website. Have a website. Levi. Oh, number eight. Make sure your Instagram is optimized too. That's important too, because nowadays people are going in before they go to your website. Levi, tap in. What do you think? How do you feel? How did I do? What am I missing? Let your boy know. Let the people know where we at.
No, you got everything. I was going into my head thinking about if there's anything that you might have missed, but you got it, like everything. There's a site for it's on this phone. There's a site for your EIN to file that file, and like you said, it's free. If you go to any business creation company, they're going to charge you like $60. So if you're somebody that doesn't want to do it for some reason, that's what you'll be paying. DMBs, your DUNS number, Duns and Bradstreet's number are free. Going to dnb.com. What happened? How you're going to do that? Right? It's super simple. When you go to dnb.com, you're gonna and it's gonna say like request a DMB number. You're gonna click that. What's gonna happen is you're gonna have to put in your company information, LLC, potential, your EIN, all that. What'll come up from there will be the with all the information, because they have the entire system of every business that's within the U.S. From there, you'll click it to confirm, and then within either, it could be that day sometimes, or sometimes it takes a few days, you will get confirmation, and then you will receive your DUNS number. Simple as that. Everything else you said is on point, hands down. Make sure you guys tap into those links and get that stuff done. Everything is free. Besides having your digital, your address, your virtual address, that you have to pay monthly for that or annually. Other than that, you're solid. You're solid. You're on mute. You're on mute.
If anyone would like a printout, a copy of this checklist, definitely tap in. You know the vibes. You know what we do over at TMT. And with that being said, man, the guest popped in early, and I'm excited because I was just in a Chi-Town freezing with this guy. You know what I'm saying? We were literally freezing. Well, maybe he wasn't, but I was freezing. And listen, without further ado, guys, I want to introduce a business coach, a credit coach, someone to tap in for mentorship, someone that I co-sign. So, you know, if I'm co-signing it, you need to definitely tap in. My guy, Dion Coopwood. And I asked him specifically to touch on manufactured spending. But, you know, he can't help but giving value. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be talking about a bunch of other things. So welcome, brother. Welcome. We're excited to have you here on TMT today. And, man, we feel really blessed to have you here, man. So you got to drop these gems on our community.
Yeah, I appreciate you, bro. I was just trying to get my phone set up. I told the people I was going to go live, so I don't want to disappoint them. So I'm trying to get this phone propped up. But yeah, hey, I was listening. It said I was backstage, so I was able to listen to Brother Levi give all of this crazy, amazing game on getting your business set up. And so, yeah, you know that I love that talk. I love that talk, man. And so, but yeah, man, I mean, I'm here. I'm in the building. I am a personal mentor. and I'm also a six-figure credit mentor as well. So anybody that's looking to get into the credit industry, whether you want to start your own company and grow and scale it and have it on an automated standpoint, I can help you with that. Or if you're just having personal credit challenges and you want to understand this credit game and how to leverage personal credit, business credit, and get access to business funding, this is what I do, and this is what I do best. And then to add a little cherry on top, what I'm here to talk about is manufacturer spending, showing people how to use this right here, how to use this joint right here, and literally turn it into cash, passive income on if you want to, daily, if you want to, weekly or monthly basis. It's up to you. It's your call. I'm just here to kind of give you a little bit of how it works, a little bit of the backstory, and how you can actually get into manufacturer spending. Yep. You muted again, B.
It's definitely a topic that I want to learn more about. I know a little bit of it. I'm not fully versed. I know Levi is definitely something Levi definitely wants to learn more about. And I know our community can't wait to hear the gems, especially after they clean up that personal, grab that personal card, set up that business, start getting them business credit cards. And now that they have them in their hands, now that they got one in their hand, what can they do? What can they do with this? How can they leverage this at the highest level and potentially bring them income, like you said, on a daily, weekly, monthly, annual type of situation?
Got you. Yeah. So here's the thing. You tapped on something that's very, very important that I don't want people to miss it. I don't want them to miss it. Whereas you have to have your personal credit in order to really take advantage of these plays. And so if you're having personal credit challenges, make sure you get with somebody, myself, Levi, whoever does the personal credit. We can help you with that, right? So you got to get the personal credit in order, because what we want to do is we want to be able to ensure that your personal credit profile is built the exact right way, so that way you can qualify for high limit credit cards, because these plays are only really going to be good if you have these high limit credit cards that you can literally get, have 10, 15, $20,000 limits. Don't get me wrong. You can maximize this with some lower limit credit cards. That's fine. But it'll just kind of slow the ball down from you, so to speak. And you want to be in a position where you can leverage and float a nice substantial amount of money when we're talking about manufacturer spending, because we're literally going to take the credit card available spend and we're going to liquidize it. So I'm going to give you guys one plan on how to liquidize the credit card and turn it into cash. But the reality is that a lot of people sitting here saying, well, I can go to the ATM and take some cash out right now. What is he talking about? Well, yeah, you're going to pay 20-some% if you go try to get a cash advance too. So we're not talking about just no regular cash advance. We're talking about like literally taking sequential steps in order to take the credit card spend from the card and turn it into cash, and literally reaping the benefits of being able to do that. So that's what manufacturer spending is. It's putting you in a position where you don't spend $1 and you go into debt at all by trying to manufacture spend and being able to reap the benefits of what it is. So, right. So just so everybody's on the same page, it's 100% legal. This is not an illegal tactic. I want to say that I don't do none of that funny business. I don't, it's a lot of stuff going on. People be trying to teach people these gurus, and then they be just out here got people looking bad, right? So manufacturer spending is exactly what I stated is. I'm literally going to give you guys one play where I'm going to show you how to liquidate your credit cards. But what I will say is this is the biggest note that you probably can take. You need to do, you should only be doing manufacturer spending with credit cards that's going to give you cash back and reward points. Anything other than that, it doesn't make sense. There's the benefits, it's in cash back and reward points. And so you see me and B holding up the Amex Platinum joints. And the reason why we're doing that is because this card is outside of Chase. This is probably the number one card that's going to give you some of the best cash back and reward points. Chase is probably got everybody beat in regards to the points that they give back and the cash back as well, because there's a certain percentage and there's a scale. And we ain't gonna get into all that today, but people who know numbers and understand money and stuff, it's a lot that goes into that. But essentially, I give you guys one solid play that you can run with right off the bat. And if for some odd reason you want every single play, all you got to do is right there. You see that name right there, Mr. Phenomenal Power. You can go into the link in my bio and you can grab all the plays. But listen, so this is a play. Obviously, first you want to make sure that you have a cash back rewards credit card. And the reason why is because every time you spend $1, you're going to receive cash back and reward points for spending every single dollar, right? So the concept of manufactured spending is you're to the banks, it looks like you're spending money, but you're not spending any money. And so what they do is they reward you for spending money. So anybody, whenever you get a credit card in the mail or you first get a credit card, they normally give you like a entry level bonus. They'll say, hey, listen, hey, Mr. Dion, thank you for getting this Chase Sapphire credit card, business credit card, or what have you. We're glad to have you. Thanks for getting our American Express Business Platinum. We're glad to have you. If you spend $5,000 in the first 90 days of having this card, we're going to give you a cash bonus. Okay, so guess what? Normal Americans, you can't just spend $5,000 in the next 90 days. That's just not, people don't have that kind of money, right? So if I don't have that kind of money, how am I going to benefit by, spending $5K, but then turn around and allowing y'all to give me 20% of what I spent right back in my pocket? How am I going to benefit from this? How am I going to captivate this situation to where I'm going to get this reward situation taken care of? How am I going to get that, right? Well, you do that by taking advantage of manufactured spending. That's how we do it. So this is the play. And you want to do manufactured spending, you can do it throughout the lifetime of having a card, but you're going to get the most benefits, and it's going to be the most effective during the entry period. And the reason why is because you got the entry level bonus. And then also too, in the entry level period, most of the time within the first year, you got 0% APR for the first 12 months. So that means that everything you spend throughout that 12-month billing cycle, there's no penalties, there's no interest rate. So you're maximizing on your ability to manufacture spend on those first 12 months, and especially that first month because you got the entry level bonus, right? So now that we got that down pat, let's run the play. All right, so here's the first play, and this is probably the simplest manufactured spending technique out there. What you do is you take your credit card, and you can go to, let's just say, Walmart, and you can go to the gift card department. You grab your gift card, and let's just say you got a $2,000 limit on your credit card, right? Boom. So what we want to do is now we want to go get 4 gift cards, and we want to put $500 each on each one of those gift cards. Anything over $500, you're going to sound the alarm. They're going to ring the bells on you. You're going to ask for a lot of trouble. Don't do that. So $500. When you go to purchase the gift card, just like you purchase any other gift card, they always gonna ask for your first and your last name. You ask for your ID. They're gonna ask for your social. So don't think that they ask for something like it's just a abnormal transaction. This is normal, right? So you go and get 4 credit cards, $500 each. That's $2,000. So when they ask you, hey, okay, it's $2,000, you take your credit card and you slide that joint in the card reader. So now what we've just done is we've just taken the $2,000 off of the credit card, and we put that in on the gift cards and 500 increments each on 4 different cards, right? So now we got the 2,000 on the gift cards. So now normally with gift cards, you can only really just go spend those, right? All right, now this is where the play gets really, really detailed and critical. So now we got to take those same gift cards, 4 gift cards with $500 each. We're going to take those to, let's just say, the post office, or let's just say a grocery store, wherever they sell cheap money orders. Now we're going to go and we're going to convert those gift cards into money orders. Here's where it gets critical and detailed. These cards will decline if the transaction is over the limit of the amount. So the reason why this is critical is because if you go and get a $500 money order, and let's just say the location charge you $1, that's $501. So then now you're trying to swipe the gift card, and then it's saying decline, and now here you are, now you sweating, you nervous, you all in the panic. You know what I mean? You all in the panic. Don't panic. Don't worry about that. That's not. Don't worry about that. So what you got to do is all you have to do is just tell the cashier, tell the person, say, hey, listen, if you charge $1, just give me a money order for $4.99 and then add the dollar on that, because the whole entire transaction just need to be at $500 minimum, right? So you got to do it that way, or you can do 2 separate transactions. Do the $500 transaction for the gift card, swipe that, and then pay the other $1 on, let's just say, another credit card or debit card or what have you, so that way these transactions go smooth. And now all you got to do is just do that 4 times. And then now you got 4 money orders of $500, right? Guess what we're going to do with those money orders? We're going to take those and we're going to put that into our bank account, right? Then now we just did. All we just did was just take money off of a credit card and turn it into cash and put it right back in our bank. And then y'all got to follow me on this, because this is where a lot of people get lost, because now they say, oh, I got $2,000. No, you don't. Take that $2,000 and pay that credit card company back. So now your balance on your credit card is $0. But then guess what you just got? You just got that $1,000 bonus, right? If that's what it was, you have to spend $2,000 in the first 90 days. Now you just got $1,000 bonus or a $500 bonus. That's a cash statement. So now your credit card statement is -500, -1,000. Now there go your money. Now that's the free money part right there. You just made cash from doing nothing. You ain't did nothing. All you just had to get out the bed and go to Walmart and go to the grocery store and get your money order, then put it in your bank account. And now you just got free money. And then here's the even sexier part. Every dollar that you spend, normal credit cards give you 2% cash back on every single dollar. So that means that if I spent, $1,000, I got 2% of that back. If I spend 100,000, I get 2% of that back. So literally, if you're doing 5K, let's just say you're doing 5K a week, that's $20,000 a month. You see what I'm saying? And it just starts to add up. So if you're somebody like myself who can manufacture spend 100K a month on a monthly or weekly basis, then even if it's just a monthly basis and I manufacture spend 100K within a month, which is 25K a week, and it's possible because I can literally buy something super expensive with my credit card, and it doesn't hurt me because the available spend it does. That's why I said you want to get high limit credit cards because it's going to allow you to grow and scale this manufacturer spending concept and technique all the way out, right? So even if I just did 100K in a month, 2% back on that is $2,000 a month. $2,000 a month is $24,000 a year plus my $1,000 little bonus that they gave me. So that's 25K for the year. There's a lot of people that make 40. Well, hell, to be honest, the average American makes $40,000 a year. After taxes, they bring home is about $26,000, $27,000. And so I literally just gave you a play that you can literally make the average income just off of using credit cards. That's it. Simple. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. And if it don't, then you know where you can go to get the rest of the information.
Drop your questions in the chat if you got some right now for Mr. Phenomenal Power about the play that he just broke down on manufacturer spending. Levi, I know you got something. What you got?
I got all that. I got all the questions. I definitely. Everything you said was right. I've done it before, so I'm like, yep, everything you're saying, I'm like, sure enough, it's right. So here's my question. So, me coming from a military background, I deal with a lot of like A1Cs and senior airmen and stuff like that on the Air Force. We come in, like myself, with good credit, and we'll go to like Navy Federal Credit Union, and we'll off top, our first credit card will be like 15 racks open, easy, right?
Easy.
So easy. So, so my question is, what is it? One, is there a limit to the amount that you can do within that first play? Like you said, like with the 2,000 you get for your four visas, right? Your four gift cards. Is there a limit to the amount that you can do before any alarms are ringing off to people? Because I know there are people that have those deeper pocket options.
Yep. So whether your pockets are small or whether they big, you're gonna always ring the alarm if you don't do what's called organic spend. And so organic spend is, regardless of what your limit is, you need to have some normal transactions taking place as well. So whenever I manufacture spend, I'm just gonna use that same card and put gas in my car. I'm gonna use that same card and maybe pay my cell phone bill as well. I need to show normal transactions outside of just these large transactions that's happening at Walmart or Dollar General, wherever I'm going to get my gift cards from. I need to show some form of organic spend. Otherwise, you are going to ring the alarm off. Otherwise, you are going to put yourself in a position where they're going to start questioning and saying, hey, like, what's going on? We only see you, these are large transactions. What's happening here? Like, this is nowhere near your regular spending activity. Like, or if so, you're going to have to keep that type of spending activity up. Otherwise, then they'll really start to question you. So, and I'll give, look, just to make it super simple, easy for everybody, you guys can go to Simons.com, 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 and you can order gift cards in bulk. And you don't have to go to the store and do all that. You can literally order those in bulk. And then once they come in, then you could just go ahead and go get the gift card and transfer it into a money order. So, but that's an excellent question though, because a lot of people get themselves beat up and tripped up over not having any type of organic spend from that regard. So that raises a lot of red flags. But honestly, bro, as long as there's transactions of manufacturer spending and organic spend, you good, because the reality is that Navy Federal or any other bank, they can't tell what's a manufacturer spending transaction and what's not. They don't. All they see is Walmart $2,000. All they, they don't. There's no way for them to really tell whether this is a gift card or not. And if you look inside like the credit cards, if you look at like the details and you read like the little fine print, they do say that gift card purchasing is against their policy. So you gotta, you just gotta kind of be careful, because they already know that it's easy for a person to liquidate a gift card and turn it into cash for simple stuff like this. But clearly we wasn't the first people to know about this, and so somebody had to run the play and figure it out.
Right.
Yep. Definitely.
Be what you got.
So the question that I have, maybe some other people in the community may also be asking is, what type of credit? Well, I mean, what type of gift card should they purchase, or what type of gift card should they stay away from, or what type of gift cards are typical, and which ones should they ignore?
Yeah. So this is good. Like, I'm not gonna run out a whole lot of like a list of, but you can literally Google some of this stuff. But like some of them trashy cards, like the green dots. Hey, listen, like green dot and stuff like that, they just make it super hard for you to get your money off. But you can go and do like I usually do like the Visa serves. And the reason why I do some of these, like the Visa serves, and maybe net spend sometime, it just really depends. And the reason why I do those is because they're super cheap. Because like once you try to do like the American Express Bluebirds and stuff like that, they easy to liquidate, but they $5 per card. So I'm trying to minimize my my losses in regards to, the money that I'm going to get back. So if I know that I'm going to get a $500 bonus back for spending $2K, if I, do this $2K and then I'm spending $20 in gift cards, now that $500 is now, let's just say $480. I got to keep as much money as I can inside of my pocket when we doing all of these transactions. And so, but yeah, like I do Visa serves. Net spend is cool too. It just really depends on the person. They got so many different gift card options, but I would just definitely say, and this, I'll talk about this in my ebook too, but just green dots, and I'll name a few other ones to kind of stay away from. But yeah, that's a very good question for sure. Yeah. You muted, bro. You muted again.
My fault, y'all. I'm definitely a little slow right now. Look, got a couple of questions for the community.
All right, cool.
And then Levi, you can definitely jump in after. Question number one is, what is the highest amount you would start with if you're gonna run this play?
What I will say is there are some plays that I didn't give, and so what I will say is depending on the play, I will go as high as possible. Right. And it depends on how much cash you're willing to float. Like, how comfortable are you? Like if you got an American Express and you know that it's unlimited, but they told you at any given time you can spend $50K in one transaction if you wanted to, are you comfortable floating that? Are you comfortable spending $50K in 1 week? It's up to your comfort level. Like, there's really no limit. As long as you're manufactured spending, you have some form of organic spend wrapped up in there, there's really no limit. Like, I would say full blown, take advantage of the opportunity. If this is something new that you heard of and you've never heard of it, then take advantage of the opportunity. Like, think about it. If you got an American Express Platinum, anybody that got American Express Platinum, and you want to go run this play, depending on which one of the manufacturer spending plays that you run, because I teach other manufacturer spending plays inside of my book and my mentorship program, where you can literally, I teach you how to go. If you got 50,000 available, I'll show you how to go get something that's $50,000 of value, and then be able to manufacture spending with that. So think about 50,000 times 4. If you could do that once a week, because I'll show you how to run big plays. That's $200,000 a month. 2% of 200,000 is 4,000 a month, right? So now we're talking about, as opposed to 24,000 a year, now we talk about 50 grand a year, damn near, and we just manufacture spending. Now we making almost we making half of 6 figures a year, and all we doing is just sitting at home on our couch. I'll show you how to run these plays. So I mean, it's up to you. It just really depends on your comfort level. I feel like when you get started, you definitely want to, take it slow through the process so you can kind of feel comfortable. But then it's like anything else. Once it's like, you ride that bike and you fall down, and then once you get back up and you don't fall again, you start going faster and faster. You start hanging on the handlebars, doing tricks and stuff. So that's how manufacturers spend it, to make you feel that way, because it's almost a concept where you're like, I can't believe this whole time my credit card has been making me feel like crap. I didn't really understand credit cards and I didn't know them, but then now that I finally got them, I'm in debt and they made me feel like crap. Now your credit cards no longer, you don't have to feel like crap anymore. You can feel good about having credit cards because you can manufacture spend them and let them pay for the lifestyle that you want, need, and gotta have. Yep.
So look, I definitely dropped below Dion's book link. It just came out midnight. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's 3 powerful ebooks that you can grab in a bundle. So the link's right there if you guys are interested. Levi, what did you have?
Yeah. So a question that I have is, what's the most common mistake that your I'll call them mentees make when attempting to run these plays?
I think that they get frustrated because everything don't always go like your way. Like I'll give you an example. Like you can go and try to run this play, let's say at a Walmart. If the cashier is getting to the point where they're doing too much and they start to try to be all on your business, most people will just kind of start to panic and want to run out the door because they feel like, oh man, am I doing something illegal? You're not doing nothing illegal. And so it's just a situation where most people they don't go through the full process, just kind of walk themselves through the process or continue to try. Like sometimes you can go to one location and they'll give you a hard time. Like, and some people they won't even pay attention. I think the most common mistakes that my mentees make is that they'll try to run these plays and not really pay attention. And then what ends up happening is they go into a location that you can't even manufacture spend in. Give you an example, like if you try to go to Walgreens and get get you a gift card and try to use your credit card, that it don't even work at Walgreens. Like you can't even try to do that at Walgreens. Like their system only accepts cash for gift cards at Walgreens. So you're gonna waste your time doing that. But if a mentee just didn't pay attention in class and they saw Walgreens and was like, let me try to run this MS play, and they went in there and then it's a frustration set in. They feel like, oh well, this doesn't work. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, you didn't pay attention in class. You didn't, you're not paying attention to what's being taught. And so now you go into places where this concept and this ideology does not work at all. And so that's what I would really say is it's more so just people paying attention in regards to where did the navigation system send you to?
Right.
Like I'm the navigation, I'm the GPS. I gave you the roadmap. And I don't know what destination you plugged into the navigation, but that wasn't the address that I gave you.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah.
We got a couple more community questions. Levi, you got something before I tap into some of these community questions?
No, go ahead.
All right. We got one for Ari. What's the quickest and most efficient way to get free money for startup? It sounds like it might be some manufacturing spending, but maybe there's another play or strategy or another answer to that question right here.
Yeah, I think I don't know, because I think Levi do funding too, so we could both probably tap into this. So the question to make sure I understand is, what's the quickest way to get funding for a startup person?
Exactly.
All right. Profile got to be in order, and you need to establish some form of business credit, and you need a payday score of at least 80 or above if you want to better your odds of approval and better your odds of getting higher limits. And so in regards to personal credit profile, the reason why I say that, because most people think that you could just go and just get business credit and business funding with a horrible personal credit profile. They don't work that way. A lot of these lenders want to see you personally guarantee, especially for a new startup business. The only way you're going to be able to walk into a bank or request a line of credit in your business name and them not be all up in your personal business and want to see what you got going on personally and not personally guarantee is you got to have your business in order for at least 2 years. You're going to have to show business bank account and statements for at least 2 years, which means you need a business account where income is going there first and not into your personal account, right? And then after that, you need to be making some money. You need to be making a minimum $75K a year for them to be able to say, okay, well, some money's coming in, this person making money, then it's going into the business account, then the business account is payrolling. For everybody on this line, stop being afraid to get you a business bank account, because you only need to show identification, your articles of incorporation, your EIN number to get the bank account. Go get that. Once you get that, and now that is established, have all of your transactions go into your business bank account. And then if you got a bank like Chase or something like that, most banks have a payroll system that you can set up. It's literally like 20 to 30 cents per transaction you paying to payroll yourself. So now when, let's just say a client pay you $1,000, you want to pay yourself $800, just go into the app and literally just ACH payroll yourself $800. It's gonna show up as a payroll payment on your checking account. So now your LLC is paying you as a your company is paying you as an employee, right? So now you can legitimately file taxes, get tax returns back and stuff like that. I know I'm going a little bit deeper, but I'm just I gotta talk to some people, right? But then your personal credit profile gotta be in order. You gotta have a 680 credit score. You got no late payments, no derogatory accounts, utilization underneath 10. You gotta have 5 to 10 positive accounts. Credit age should be 3 years or more, and less than 5 inquiries. That right there will put you in position, and what I teach people all the time, put you in position to get up to 100K in less than 100 days as a new business owner.
And that's a great segue to something that Dion and I are kicking off later on this month, which we're doing a 100K in 100 days, our webinar with wrapped up in some important marketing that you guys all need to have to set your business the proper way. But a couple of other questions, and shout out to Jonathan. Jonathan definitely co-signed a lot of stuff that you're saying here. Jonathan has a couple of remarks. You can build your limits on cards with no rewards. You can go to talking about in terms of Walmart. He says you don't even got to deal with anyone. You can go to self-checkout. Walmart only does around 1K per transaction. So those are definitely some good additional gems, some good additional things to add on to the situation. Because, yeah, if you can go to self-checkout and they have to deal with anyone, I mean, that's proper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just go ahead and do your thing over there. That's proper. But like Dion said, you want to make sure that you put in account the transaction cost for the actual, for the transaction. So if you're moving it from a card over, you want to make sure that you account for that transaction fee in there.
Yep.
We got another question from the community. This one's from Whitney. What's the amount of time it takes to run the whole process from A to Z? So I guess, this question kind of varies because it kind of depends on how much you're doing. But let's say, based on your same example, you're doing that 2K, and she's going to run the 2K play right now. How long would it take her A to Z to do this whole process?
How long does it? It depends on how long it take her to get to Walmart, and then how long would it? Don't look. If you're gonna be in Walmart shopping, then it's really that simple. You go to Walmart, you handle your business, you leave there. You go to the grocery store, you handle your business, and you put that right into the bank account. So you can do this it depends on how far spread out these stores are. Hour, 2 hours, maybe. I mean, you in and out. It doesn't take long. It happens very fast. It doesn't. And then, you in the game. And once you run it the first time and you see how easy it is, it gets addicting because you like, I just made some free money, and it just really gets addicting. And so all I would just encourage everybody again, just do organic spending, because if you just got a card or you've been had a card, but your normal activities wasn't Walmart, like, and we talking about $500 increments, they're going to definitely be looking at you. You need to be spending some money somewhere else. But if you just go from just money all over the place, small amounts, to 500, like at the same place, they're going to say either this person has lost their card or like something is going on, something wrong. Like this is not normal activity. So you're going to have to Walmart, like you could go crazy, and then you got to put some gas in the car. You got to do some other stuff so that they know that this is just not, you just kind of something weird going on at Walmart, right? And then switch it up. Go from Walmart and then maybe go to Dollar General, then go to another place and get some gift cards. Just kind of, switch it up. Sam's Club or something, That's a great question though. But it happens that fast. And here's the cool thing too. Like I had to be smart about it. I got cool with some of the cashiers at places that I go. So now when I come in, they're like, "Oh, what's good, D?" They're like, "Man, I know what you want. You're gonna get some gift cards for the cook, right? Yeah, I gotta hand out these rewards, man. So y'all know I come here to get these gift cards to give out rewards to my company. So that's at Walmart. Boom, they thinking, they mindset is that I'm giving out rewards. You know what I mean? So then I go to the grocery store and I'm cool with both of the people at the grocery store. They like, all right, bet. Okay, I know what you got going on. This, you're handling this stuff for your business. That's cool, D. We got you. So I got cool with everybody, And then what I did too is, after getting cool with them, so long, what I did was I told them, I started to tell them, like, listen, let me really explain to you like what I'm actually doing. And if you want to learn what I'm doing, and make some money doing it, like I'll plug you in. Like I give you a discount on the price of my mentorship. And so, just getting cool with people would definitely help you too. Yeah. And like if you making thousands doing this, man, tip them people. Tip them people. Right. Like I go to the post office all the time, not necessarily to run an MS play, but I go to handle a lot of business. And so like my post office be super packed. And so what I started doing is I started tipping them. Like I literally like once a month I buy the whole post office lunch. It's like I'd be like, hey, look, how many people here today? Oh, it's 4 of us today. Oh, y'all tired? Y'all hungry? I bet. Here go a 50 piece, or lunch on me. And then what ends up happening is every time I go there now, everybody knows me by first name. I don't have to wait in the line. They trying to take care of me. So it's the same concept. If you're trying to run this plan, you're going to catch a bag. Start tipping these people. You know what I'm saying? I think you always take care of me. You always give me great conversation. Here, $10, $20, lunch on me today. You finna catch a bag. For running this play, you finna make a quick $1,000. Why not tip that man $20? So now you ain't got no issues, no problems every time you go in there. You good. So.
Facts.
Yeah, I feel like we just did a whole masterclass in like 22 minutes, man. Wow, how about you, Levi?
No, look, that was that. If anything, that last part was legit the lick. If anybody was paying attention to that, I mean, and me, I'm gonna say this the best way I can. Depending on where you came from in life and the things that you used to do back in the day, taking care of the people that you deal with on a basis when you get in your bag, that was the ultimate gem right there. Like the entire thing was a huge gem, but that last part of being like, look, make sure that you tipping these people, make sure you giving the money over here, make sure you feeding the people that you doing these transactions with or that are watching you do this, because they'll take care of you in the long run. That right there, that was the biggest gem to me personally. That was the biggest gem of this entire time.
Yep. And I'm glad that didn't go over your head like luggage, because it normally goes like people don't be catching these bars, man. Like it be the information, but it really be the vehicle, you know what I mean, that gets us directed to the information. So yeah, bro, like you caught that. That's the biggest piece, because that like you being able to give up a piece of your beneficial value and blessing somebody else, you good. Like now you don't have to even like worry about when you go places and when you do stuff. And that got to be for everywhere. Like you said, like even when you go to like certain restaurants, like tip these people, tip them big. Like when you pull up and you go to this restaurant all of the time and it's normally the same person you see, man, get that man an extra double tip. Like, you know what I mean? Like so they can treat you special. That's normally what I do, because I just want to be a blessing. I want to pour into people. And so I want people to treat me special and pour back into me. And so I'm glad you caught that, bro. Like that was to me. If I was listening to you say that would have been a piece that would have stuck out to me the most. I'd have been like,
Yep.
Yeah, that's a bar right there. Yeah, that's a bar right there. I see how you doing. Yep.
Yep. That was a hard one. So I definitely caught that one for sure. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. I don't mean to blindside you, but over at TMT, we encourage the guests to give away something for free. So what you got in your knapsack, in your virtual knapsack, you know what I'm saying, that you could bless the community with, and we could give it to maybe 2 people or 3 people.
Got you. I can bless somebody with my my startup. I can do my quick credit reference guide startup, where it'll teach people how to structure up their personal credit profile to prepare for funding, and how to establish a business and start building business credit as well, so that they can get that 100K. So I can bless a couple people with that. And what I'll do is I'll shoot that to you. You can distribute it to whoever you like. This is your community. Do your thing, brother. I'm just here to be a blessing.
Yo, that's perfect, man. That's perfect, because it literally coincides with what we were talking about prior to you jumping on. So community, the vibes. If you want to tap into this free business startup, this business startup is going to help you set up your personal credit proper. It's also going to help you structure your business credit and put you in position, right, to grab some of these cars and to get the jump rolling. Now, a lot of you guys I know don't have the business credit set up, or you didn't go all the way. You may have started it and you just didn't go all the way. You don't got your DUNS. You don't got your PEDEX. You're missing a couple of steps. Yep. So if this document can help you, drop your name in the chat. You know the vibes. Drop your name in the chat. We'll throw you on the wheel, and the first 2 or 3 people they're gonna get access to this document.
You already
Yeah,
know
they can
Ari
actually,
fucking
or
around
if you
with
want to, bro, if you give me the emails, I can whoever the winners are, if you want, I can distribute them to them too. It don't matter.
Perfect. Yeah, we could definitely do that. All right, so Levi,
we got Ari, we got Ebony, we got Whitney, we got Kareem. Y'all put y'all's name in the chats. Y'all only got you only got like a minute to do it.
Yep. Because
Ari, yep. Ari, Ebony, Whitney, Kareem, Chandra. You know Ari gonna fuck around and win.
So I got Kareem, Whitney, Ebony, Chandra. Shout out to Chandra too, because she's coming to the webinar.
Did you put Ari in there?
In a couple of weeks. Yeah, Ari's up in there.
Okay. All right. Make sure you put your name in there. Anybody else? You got like 15 seconds.
I got Whitney. I got Ty. I got Kareem. I got Ebony. I got Chandra. I have Ari.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And we have we're going to give away 3. All right? We're going to give away 3. Let me show you. I want the sound. Hopefully the sound goes, because last week the sound wasn't rocking. Let's see what we got here, though. Oh!
Chandra hopped on the TNT live for the first fucking time and won some. Ain't that some shit?
That's how we go. That's how we go. All right. Here's number 2. And listen, if you won, you know my Instagram. Jump into my DMs. Drop your email. Let's do it.
Kareem.
Kareem and Chandra. You know what it is.
Winning there. All the new ones is winning. Okay.
Drop that in my DM. Drop your email. I'll make sure I send that right over to Mr. Phenomenal Power. We'll get you get you set up. And here's the last one right now.
What I tell you? Every time.
So she always a winner, huh?
You always win, bro.
Damn near every time Ari wins something. Every time.
Hey, look, watch this. You know why she win, right? And I don't even know her, and I don't even know the whole. I ain't never. But the reason why Ari win, I'm gonna just give her a shout out, because the winners always show up, and so when you get in the room, good things always happen to those who get in the room, man. So if she's always here, she's a faithful supporter, so she deserves all of that.
Facts. That's big facts.
Yeah. So look, man.
All right, stay in there.
Want to give a quick thank you to Mr. Phenomenal Power, Dion Coopwood. Make sure you guys follow him, right? I put it up there earlier. I'll drop it down again. Make sure you guys follow him. Also, it's right there on his screen, right? So do that right now. Levi, take us home with the sponsors.
All right. So y'all got to be blessed by Dion, and y'all know who it is, the OPP, it is Billionaire B, and this is Talk Money Tuesdays. Let me slow it down. I know my trouble is a little loud. With that being said, our sponsors, TMT Wealth Club, you guys know the deal. My community, Brendan Boyd's community, smashed together to give you that overall investment, authority building, just greatness. Make sure you tap in with tmtwealth.club. Next sponsor.
You can't be frozen. Wait, he might be frozen.
I want to see.
He wasn't frozen because I see stuff moving. I know,
the motherfucking car fucked it up. The next sponsor is Paper Love. Paper Love, baby, the credit repair service of all credit repair services. That is Instagram @_paperloaf_. Website www.paperloaf.com. Make sure that you're getting that credit score up as high as possible and getting your stuff taken care of. Our next sponsor, Alluvione, baby, the networking organization that builds and supports ambitious individuals of all ages. June 24th in Los Angeles, we got people coming from around the world, as always, to the networking mixer. Every year, it's hot in LA. Make sure you're there. People turn their 4-figure businesses into 6-figure businesses. They meet investors. They meet the celebrity they want to meet. It don't matter what it is. Anything can happen at an Alluvione mixer because that's how it goes down. Get dressed to impress and step on the rooftop. Get your drinks, get your food, and have a great time. So make sure you tap in with the Alluvione. That's Instagram, the Alluvione.org, website, thealluvione.com. And if you want to get your tickets right now, all you got to do is go to my Instagram. That's at Levi Lawrence III. Click the link in the bio, and it's right there, baby. Make sure that you get your tickets as early as possible. That way you can come through with everything else. Get your Airbnb, get your Toro cars, and all that good stuff, and they'll be in there. Yeah.
Well then. I think you covered everything. We will see you guys next week. This was a very powerful episode. If you missed anything, the playback will be available on YouTube ASAP. Right? Hold on. Let me fix the branding because we got to make sure the branding is fixed. Shout out to Mr. Phenomenal Power for stopping by, bestowing some gems that you can literally use right now and run up a bag or two. So we see you guys next Tuesday. And you already know, Talk Money Tuesday. This is the number one podcast that you want to be. You get the gems, and we give it's imperfect action. Take this information, bust a move, get some results, change the situation. See y'all next week.